Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Timothy Galloway. I am a business owner. I am where we help each other. Where it's a training video where you can this software I got. I'm partnering with Philly Nation where it can help you drive traffic to your offer. If you are struggling or having trouble driving traffic to your offer, this software is going to help you. I'm going to show you. It's going to be two parts of video how to drive traffic to your video. It's going to be my business partner, the person that owns the product. It's going to show you how the software works and how they drive traffic. Okay? If you watch the video and you are ready to sign up, please let me know, or you can just click the link below and it got a link down there. All you have to do, put your information in there, and then later you book a time it's right for you and my business partner, the team. They will you pick the time right for you, and you can this time, and you can meet with them, talk to them, and they can tell you how much it costs. It don't cost that much, but it charges you every month. Okay, if you decide it's not right for you, you can cancel anytime. Okay, and it's only $1 to start, and then after that, the next month, then it will charge you. Okay, for the full price. Okay, if you are ready to watch this video, please just wait and be patient and watch the whole video all the way through. Okay, and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to the channel. Please send me a message say I have subscribed to your channel. Okay, and watch and I got other channels about training and stuff, and that's where when you subscribe to my channel, you will be watching all training videos I have been doing and growing my company. Okay, and just wait, and I see you when the video get done. Okay, I'll see you later.
Hey, my friend, happy to be connected. So in this training, what we're going to be doing is we're going to dive in and we're going to show you a powerful tool where you can generate hundreds of targeted prospects and leads in just a few minutes with just a few clicks. Best part is you're not spending a dime on ads. We all know how overpriced those are getting, and you have to get a lot more creative with your advertising to be as profitable as you would have been just a few years ago. All right, so as you can see here on the screen, what we've done here is we've actually put in a bunch of different keywords like coach, consultant, leader, creator, CEO, owner, president, founder, co-founder, entrepreneur, home business owner, mentor, and marketing. So these are keywords that we've put in because what we're gonna be doing in this example here is I want you to think about whatever product or offer you're currently marketing. Right? Where are your ideal prospects currently hanging out on Facebook? Well, a lot of them are in specific Facebook groups, and there's Facebook groups for absolutely everything. Okay. So imagine you're like a fitness coach and you're looking for people that are interested in improving their fitness. Well, there's a bunch of Facebook groups for that. Maybe you're a coach that teaches fitness coaches how to build their fitness coaching business, right? Well, there's definitely a lot of groups with coaches and different types of coaches. So as an example, I could put in here like fitness coach as a specific keyword, okay? And if that was the only keyword that I had, and I scanned a targeted Facebook group, I could find a bunch of fitness coaches that I could then be able to connect with using a lot of these other powerful lead automation features inside of this powerful tool. So what we're gonna do is we've gone ahead here and we've selected a specific group. Okay, it's called Clients and Community Daily Client Acquisition for High Ticket Coaches. Okay, so that's the group that I've selected. Now, as you can imagine, there's probably going to be a lot of different coaches in this group, or owners, or founders, or business owners, right? And so what I've done is I've selected around 2,000 members that I'm going to scan in this group, and then I can go ahead and press start scanning. It's automatically going to open up this group, and it's going to start scanning the group for people that match that keyword criteria. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm going to let this run. I'm going to have my team fast forward through so you can see it in action, but it's going to be sped up, and then we'll show you what the end result is. All right, so we're getting close to 2,000 here. Now, this can take anywhere between like 3 minutes to 10 minutes, depending on your internet connection. So it is very, very quick. Let's kind of take a look at the end result here once it finishes. All right, cool. So now that we're done, we're going to jump back into Atrix. And if you take a look here, look at all these leads. And as you can see, every single person meets the criteria. So we've got a coach, right? We've got someone who's an owner. We've got someone who's, coach, mentor, right? Founder. Every single person meets the criteria. And let's take a look at how many we were able to generate. And I think it was about 7 minutes. $226 targeted leads. Now, this is where things get a little crazy, okay? So this feature right here is powerful for generating a targeted leads list. Now, what do you do with this leads list? Well, there's a couple different things you can do inside of Atrix underneath this specific software. Now, we also have like over 18 other features as well inside of this tool, and I'll kind of dive into that a little bit later. So first things first is I can click this button up here, and it says schedule ad. And if I click that button, what it's going to do is it's automatically going to add every single person in this list, but it does it in intervals of 30 minutes. And the reason that we do that is because you can't just go out and add a bunch of people. Facebook will like their algorithm will be like, hey, like this guy's spamming, or you just can't do it, right? You're typically allowed to add around like 50 people a day, 40 to 50, right? And so when you click schedule ad, it'll add somebody every half an hour. And so if I click this button here, it'll literally just add them every single half an hour. Now, on top of that, I've also created a message template, okay? Now, what you can do is create any kind of custom message template that you want. So in here, I was just like, hey, name, and it'll just put in their first name. Saw you were in the client's community group. Just curious, what kind of organic marketing lead generation are you currently doing on Facebook? What's working best for you right now, right? And the idea of this message is just to get a conversation going so that now we can jump into the qualification process. And if you're good at, DM messenger scripts, or if you're not really sure how to do that, I can definitely provide you with some awesome training on that as well. But the idea here is generate a targeted leads list of people that you need to connect with, and then move on to the next step of getting a conversation going. So if I schedule an ad, it'll automatically send out that friend request every half an hour. Why do you want to do that? Well, first things first is if you send a DM to anybody that isn't a friend, it can land in the message request inbox, okay? So not a lot of people check that. I certainly don't. And then if we go over here, let's just quickly jump into Facebook. So a couple of key things that you should be doing is optimizing your social profile. Okay, and what I mean by that is, number one is like if you have a really sharp headshot, okay, like just a clean cut headshot, something bright that stands out. If I go over here and we jump into, let's go to friends, and let's just take a look at friend requests, right? You can see I got 858. Now, what I'll tell you is this, is that if I'm going through my friend requests and I see someone that has a clean cut headshot, like James D here stands out, right? If I'm going through the list, James D stands out. Ken Stogner kind of stands out. It could be better. It's a little bit blurry. But do you see how, like, if you had just a super sharp, clean cut headshot in your profile picture, there's something that I would do here, right? Like naturally, if you send a friend request to someone, they'd be like, oh, like, okay, we got some mutual friends potentially or not. But I'd just like open up his profile and I'd just kind of take a look. Like James D, looks like a sharp guy, sent me a friend request. What's he all about? And what are you doing? Like cruelty-free, all natural, handmade skincare products. So if this guy, like, I want you to think, let's use this as an example right now. So if I was in a group where, you know, potentially I'm dealing with like maybe like eczema, or I have an issue with my skin, or I'm looking for something specific, and this guy has a natural skincare beauty product, right? And what you can do is, like, when he's sending, let's say he's using this tool right now and he's in a targeted Facebook group where he knows a majority of the people in there are actively looking for something. Maybe he's even like in a animal cruelty free, all natural Facebook group of a competitor, right? And that competitor sells a very similar product and they got a bunch of people in there. Well, naturally what you could do is jump into that group, scan that entire group of people using that specific product, and be able to like throw out like an insane offer to them. Or maybe you send out that friend request, they come, they check out your page quickly, they see this, like, oh my God, like, let's check this out. And then next thing you know, they're going through a funnel or they're going to a website, right? And people do this all the time when you shoot out targeted friend requests, right? That's just natural. That's just how it works, right? That's what people do. They're curious. Who's this person? What are they about? Should I accept their friend request? What's going on there, right? And so, number one, you can schedule an ad. You can set up a message template to get a conversation going and send out these messages individually. If you want, you can also like open up someone's profile. Let's say I want to check out Rag here. And I open up his profile and I'll be like, okay, like this guy's pretty sharp. Looks like a, you know, a cool dude. You know, this is what he's about. Okay, perfect, right? I could accept his friend request for whatever reason. I could also click this button here. You're gonna see this lead gen button here. And what's cool is you're gonna find a bunch of information on their profile potentially, or if you're like in a messenger conversation with somebody, you know, you're sitting there, you're qualifying for them. And what you could do is go lead gen and plug in title, company, phone, email, website address. You can assign like a lead strength. You can go like this and, okay, this guy seems like he's like a top leader, but at the same time, you know, someone that I'm gonna put into like a hot lead category. I can put in a description here, which is pretty cool. And then I go save, right? And now that like I have this targeted leads list, I can go over here, and if I assign tags to the individuals, I can go over here to our lead manager section, and inside like the pipeline section here, you can see I've got like top leaders, hot leads, friends and family, people that I'm in conversation with, clients and customers, people I've sent DMs to, people I got to follow up with, and so on and so forth. And this is kind of like that Trello type of vibe where, like, let's say I got a hot lead and I sent them a DM and they responded, and next thing you know, I want to move them into like in combo. So I'm in a conversation with this person. So they're no longer like a hot lead. I'm actually in a conversation. And this is just a very easy way to organize your efforts with your organic marketing on Facebook. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you real quick here is if you open up like messenger.com, and when you're using Atrix, it's going to kind of transform your messenger into something that's going to be a lot easier to use. I can tell you from past experience, been doing organic marketing for a long time, run a few companies. I probably have $1 million+ lost in my messenger inbox from just being unorganized, or like not following up with someone, or like I was in a 3-way conversation and, you know, had a meeting, and then all of a sudden like it just went kind of dormant. This happens all the time, and if you do any kind of organic marketing, you know what I'm talking about. It just happens. So if you can go here and you can organize your leads effectively, right? Like let's say this guy's a hot lead, and now we're in a conversation. Bam, we're good to go, right? And I'm in a conversation here, and maybe like she like ends up buying my product. Now she's a client and customer, right? And so that's what you can do with this powerful tool here. There's also a lead gen button when you open up anybody as well. So if I click on, let's say this person right here, Chris, I can also open this section right here and enter the details as we're having a conversation. And on top of that, we also got message templates. So you can create as many message templates as you want. I put a couple examples in here. So have you ever sent a DM to somebody and they just don't respond, or they read your message but don't respond? That doesn't mean that they're not interested, okay? Number one, things get lost in the messenger inbox because that's just the way it's set up, right? Like that's just the way Facebook has it set up. Number two, imagine you send a message to them and they check it out at 11:50 p.m. as they're going to bed. They're in their bed, they're scrolling through their phone. They check out a message and they thinking like, okay, I would respond to this right now, but I'm tired. And they read it, but they forget about it. Like, guys, this is natural. This happens. I do it all the time. And I think to myself, like, oh, I'll respond to that in the morning, but it's already read and you don't mark it as unread. Next thing you know, you forget about it, it gets lost. It's not that they're not interested. It's not that that's not the right prospect. It just means that they didn't respond, okay? So if they just say straight up, I'm not interested, then you know, right? And so what's cool is you can set up like, you know, custom message templates. And if I hover over this one right here, you can see it gives you kind of a quick little abbreviation here. But if you hover over it, it just says bumping just bumping this to the top of your inbox. It looks like my last message got lost for you. So if I sent a DM to somebody and they read my message and they didn't respond, I could literally just go like this, and I can go through anyone who's like no response, anyone like that, and I can just go like this, click that button. It's gonna auto-populate that message in. Bam, I can click send. Okay. So this is just a really great way to just be more effective, be more efficient, be more organized, and really just leverage Facebook in the most powerful way possible, okay? Now, I guess while we're in this video, might as well show you another really, really cool lead generation feature, okay? So this is Lead Seeker, that's keywords. Group leads is very, very similar to that, but if we were to go like this and go to clients and community, as an example, in the last example that we did, I can go like this and I can go sync members. And the difference between group leads and lead seeker is group leads will just, if you're jumping into a hyper targeted Facebook group where you know the majority of the people in there would be an ideal prospect for your product, your service, your offer, then this will just scan the entire Facebook group from the people that joined most recently. It's actually a lot faster than the keyword search. So let's just let it run for like 50 people as an example. So it'll just take a second to get going. Okay, well, we got 30 people scanned. All right, 40, let's almost hit 50, and then we'll press stop. All right, cool. So we got 60. And so what's cool is underneath group leads, I just click refresh right here. I go back to the specific group because the leads are stored underneath the specific group, so you don't get them like mixed up. And as you can see here, we've got those leads here. Now what I can do is I can go like bulk assign a tag and just put them as like hot leads as an example. And then when I go back here to clients and community, you can see they're all tagged as hot leads, right? I can go like this and I click this button right here and I can manually add them. So outside of that, we've also got another really, really cool feature underneath the lead generation section, which is called Post Scraper, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clear this message here, or sorry, I'm gonna clear the leads here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna open up a, let's look at this profile here. So Anik Singhal, he's a thought leader, solid guy, provides lots of value. And what's really cool is you can see like here, he does a lot of like posts, right? And he's like, how I've created a 7-8 figure offer. What's my exact formula? What are the 5 quick hacks to make your existing offer better? Like I'm doing this live workshop on this time. And you can see here, we got 258 people that engaged on this post. Now, this doesn't mean that there's 250 individuals, it just means there's 258 comments, okay? And so what I can do using Post Scraper is I can click right here on the timestamp, and it's automatically going to open up the individual post, and it's going to open up something called Post Scraper, and I can go scrape leads. And if I let this run for just a few seconds here, maybe about a minute, it's going to go through and it's going to scan anyone that engaged on that post. And so when can this be, when can you use this for your business, your product, your offer, your opportunity? Well, as an example, like this gentleman here, like a majority of his target audience are coaches and leaders and business owners and people looking to grow and build their businesses. That's what he teaches them how to do, right? And so naturally, if I have a product, service, and offer where I'm targeting business owners, if they're engaging on a post and they're requesting a training and they want to learn how to build their business more effectively, do you not think that, so does that not kind of sound like they're actively looking for a solution to improve what they're currently doing, right? And you can see here, we were able to generate 119 people, okay, in just like a minute here. And what's cool is I can click a message template. Here's an example of one that I created for the sake of this video. I'm like, hey, what's up, name? And it's going to auto-populate their name using the variable, right? So John, Jill, whoever, Jack, right? Hey, quick question. Saw your comment on Anik's post the other day. How I created a 7 or 8 figure, boom, right? So that's literally what his post says, right? So I kind of reference that, right? And I said, kind of weird question, but was wondering if you wanted to check out a free training I did where I show you how to generate 410 targeted leads in 3 minutes on Facebook for free without spending a dime on ads. Let me know if you want to shoot that over to you, right? And so I can go like this and I can click a button and send these messages individually. And let's just double check here. There was one, I just did a test on this. So just as an example, so I just sent a message, a test message, right? Over, and this was like yesterday, and I said, what up, Nicholas? Like, so that's literally the message in action on Messenger when I send it using this strategy. And he said, oh yeah, always, game for a gold nugget, right? And so like, let's say I sent over the training, brought them to an opt-in page, they throw in their email, they access the training. Next thing you know, that person's on your email list and you can do email marketing to them, or you can shoot over the training, through Messenger, and tell them to like hit you up after they're done, whatever the case is, right? You can use this in so many different ways. I want you to think, like, let's say you have a health product, you're a health supplement company, and your competitor is crushing it on social media, and they're doing all these posts, they're getting all this engagement on their posts. Imagine going to those posts, looking at all the engagements on that post, people that are commenting like, more info, send me that free guide or whatever the case is, and be able to scan that, be able to send a customized message to them or a coupon code for a special offer, whatever the case is. It's a very, very powerful tool that you can leverage. Now, on top of that, we've got like a lot of like what I would call lead automation features as well. This is called Auto Engage. It's very cool because it will actually scan your newsfeed, and based on what the majority of other people are doing. So let's say there's a post on your newsfeed, it's got 100 likes, 50 hearts, and an angry face. Well, because it has 100 likes, and that's what the majority of other people have done, it'll automatically like that post, okay? And that's when you click, I only want reactions, okay? Now, if you uncheck that, you can actually do what the majority of other people have done, but also drop a comment. Now, this can get tricky, right? Because if you drop the wrong comment, it can do some damage if you do it wrong. So rule of thumb, what I teach people to do is literally if it says thumbs up, so we kind of have 2 options that you can send, and it'll rotate between both of them based on the engagements. So if a majority of people hearted the post, you can have 2 set up where it'll just kind of rotate between the 2. In this example, I'm just going to go over here and we're just going to find like a thumbs up, right? We click on that. And now, literally what I can do is just like thumbs up and 2 thumbs up, right? And so when it scans your newsfeed and the majority of people like the post, it'll like the post and then drop a thumbs up in the comment. Why is this cool? Well, you can let this run in the background. And if you have a dialed in social media profile, or maybe you have some like new friends that are in your network, they don't really know who you are. And when you like their post or comment on their post, what happens? They get a notification, right? When they get that notification, what do you think they're doing? Like, oh, who's Dylan Allery, right? Or who's this person? and they see this really sharp profile picture. They click on it. Next thing you know, they're looking at your profile. If you've kind of optimized your profile properly, you've got a sharp headshot, you've got a nice cover photo in your bio. It says exactly what you do, what you're about, with a proper link to kind of get them over to a free training or something along those lines of value. And if they click on that link, next thing you know, they become a lead. And so this is a very, very powerful tool that can run in the background. We've also got something called Bulk Messenger, where you can actually schedule a new campaign and you can select anyone that's in a specific tag, right? And so if we go back here and we look at the lead manager, all these people are in different tags. So if I look at top leaders, if I wanted to send a message to top leaders, or let's use an example here, clients and customers. I've got some clients and customers here. If I go back to Bulk Messenger and I create a new campaign, and let's call this like special offer for clients. So these are clients that I currently have, and I go clients and customers, they're auto gonna fill in here. I can schedule a date and time and then put in a custom message. Maybe I'm like, hey guys, or hey Susie, hey name, or whatever it is. Thanks for being an awesome client. Absolutely value here. I just created this brand new training. We're actually releasing it next week for $97, but all of our previous clients can get this for $7. Here's a link. Let me know what your thoughts are, or whatever the case is, right? And so you could do something super easy like that, where you can just do a broadcast message out to all of your clients or people with specific tags. And the cool thing is, it doesn't send all the messages right away. It actually spreads out the messages in intervals to abide by the guidelines that are kind of in the Facebook algorithm. We've got something here called Birthday Greeter, where you can put in custom birthday greeting messages. Something funny, something witty. I just literally used AI and I said, write me up 10, birthday wishes for Facebook news feeds for people I kind of know. Make them funny and witty kind of thing. And it just generated a bunch of responses, plugged it in, and then you can click this button, click wish them a happy birthday. And if you do that just kind of every single day, there's a bunch of birthdays of people, obviously on your Facebook friends list, and it'll just wish them a happy birthday. So the whole point here is become more omnipresent, be in sight and be in mind. This one here is called Auto Greeter. And what's cool about this is Auto Greeter, the way that it's structured is you can literally just, any new friend, not friends request, but new friends that you have. So maybe you sent them a friend request, or they sent you a friend request and you accepted your friend request. You can go like this and go to auto sync, and it'll just show you all your most recent friends, and you can create a message template. Hey John, Susie, Jack, whoever it is, happy to connect. Love connecting with like-minded people. What's going on in your world, right? Just get a conversation going, which is pretty cool. Friend request gatekeeper is also amazing, because you can have, as you saw here, I think over here, I got a lot of friend requests, 858. So I sync them up here, and you can see here, a lot of friend requests. And I have a auto greeting incoming request message. So if someone sends me a friend request and I'm not sure if I want to let them in, I can create a message template here and be like, hey John, thanks for the friend request. Love connecting with like-minded people and networking with professionals online. Curious, what do you do? Also, any friend requests I get, I always like to start off by sharing some awesome value. I created a free training that shows you how I'm able to generate hundreds of targeted leads per day for free on Facebook without spending a dime on ads. Want me to send that over you to check out, right? And so if someone sends me a friend request and then this automatic message gets sent over to them in about 20 minutes, it's between 20 to 30 minutes. That message will get sent out when you get a friend request. Or you can customize this message however you see fit, which is really, really cool. So as you can see here, guys, there's a lot of automation features that you can be leveraging on Facebook to save yourself time, save yourself energy, save yourself money, get more conversations going, generate more targeted leads and prospects, and ultimately just keeping yourself more organized, right? So this is the pipeline manager. Maybe you're searching in the contact manager and you want to search, let's look at Jeff. Let's type in the word Jeff. I got 2 Jeffs here, right? And, I can easily, this guy's a top leader. And if I want, I can add a subsequent tag. Let's say a top leader, and we're currently in a conversation. So now it's got different tags associated to that specific person, which is really, really cool. Another thing I'll show you just while we're here is something called Profile Switcher. So as you can see here, I'm in a default profile. And if I click on another profile, which I set up as a demo, and I have nothing in there, I click on Atrix, and now you're not going to see all the contacts in there. So you can create like different profiles for different products and offers or businesses that you have, and be able to organize your leads effectively without having to have another account within inside of Atrix. So hey, listen, I hope you enjoyed this training. If you want to learn more about Atrix, and jump on a trial, or I've got some incredible coupon codes to get you hooked up and get you rocking, just shoot me a DM back and we'll make sure to hook you up.